please?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so I think we can start. I think we have enough attendees to start.
Okay. So there's your tech check. So everyone, we have everyone muted, and we're going to go through some screens so you can see what was going to happen with eBuddy when you're placing your initial order. And tonight we're going to do initial order step by step. So everyone's muted, but there is the option to type in some questions, and later on we will stop for some questions and cover what concerns people have. If we haven't talked about it, please be sure to put in that you have that question, and we will see it, and as I say, later we will pause for that. So the first screen you see here is the login screen for eBuddy. It's new graphics. You're going to put in your email address, and if you've never been in, you're going to use the password 2223 at rah. That is in your book on the eBuddy page. That's in your Troop booklet, Troop Guide to the Cookie Sale on page 7. At the top of the page, it tells you how to get into eBuddy. If you're having trouble with eBuddy, some people are, people need to be sure that they're in eBuddy. We did have a load-in problem, and there were some names that were one line off on the spreadsheet, so sometimes people ended up in a different troop, or their name isn't in the troop it should be. So if you're having a problem getting into eBuddy, do email us. Our email addresses are on the back of the troop guide. We've got our name on lots of things, and on this call right now, Marianne Brell is speaking. Aurora's on the other microphone, but you can contact any of us to make sure that your name is in eBuddy so you can log in and get your girls' orders in. The first thing we're showing here is what's on the dashboard. After you log in, this will be the first screen you see, and you see there's a calendar there. I made this screen a few days ago, as you can see, because February is there, but now March is there, and on the actual live screen you would see that March 14th is the last day for troops to enter their initial order. But this changes, and you see on the right there's a troop checklist, so you can see what's coming up next. What do I have to think about? Next screen is the contacts tab. You see here is we have in green here the contacts tab, and when you click on that, what appears is what adults are registered in the troop. Not registered. Who do we have in eBuddy as the leader and as the cookie chair in eBuddy? If your name isn't there, you are not getting into eBuddy. It's a simple addition that your service unit cookie chair can make. Sometimes there are typos of someone's email, and that could be why you aren't able to get in. It's very simple to get in there. Your cookie chair can do it, or council can do it. I suggest going to the service unit cookie chair because that's probably your fastest way to get in. The next screen is the settings tab. Let's see, it's not moving along for me. There we go. If you as the leader or the cookie chair wanted to add another person, you could go to that settings tab up at the top and click edit settings. This is the screen you will see. Already filled in your settings will be your troop number, how many girls are registered, how many girls are selling, fills in as you enter girl orders. Some troops, and it's recommended that all troops set a troop goal so the girls know how much they're looking to earn, what they're talking about as using their cookie money for. So setting a troop goal can go right in here, and that would appear on your screen, your settings screen. So it tells you what your level is, and then banking information is here. If there is no banking information, that is something you need to cover with finance, Council Finance at girlscoutshh.org, because they need to have an authorization on file for later on when we're going to sweep accounts for what's owed for troop cookies. Down here where you see troop leaders, this is where we would want new emails to go in, your email address, first name, last name, so that that person is going to be able to get into eBuddy and be able to manipulate eBuddy, just read it. They will have access if their name is entered into eBuddy. So you could go into settings, add a name there, and then at the bottom or the top is an update button. You just click that, and then that person gets an email from eBuddy saying, okay, you're in, and they get a second email to tell them what their password is, which is 2223 @ capital R, lowercase ah, capital R, lowercase ah. The next screen. This is what the initial order screen looks like. It has a few names here, and you see Penny's name is highlighted. When you click on a girl's name, it will color in like it is here. This yellow color appears for the girl. When you click that, her name is there, but down here at the bottom are boxes to fill in. That's where you click the girls, you put in what each girl sold, and the Excel program adds everything up, so the whole troop total ends up over here. But we're going to go back to Penny. So you put in all of Penny's boxes she sold, and after you've done that, you go over here, you click OK, and let's say you've got people running around your house, as we all do. So you could click Save so that as you go along, should you be interrupted, Penny's information is still there. Every time you do a girl, it's safe to save, just like you do in most programs, so that if something happens, the information's there. You can go away, but it's saved. Don't click Submit Order, because once you click Submit Order, that means you've put in every girl's boxes and you're done. So don't click Submit Order till you're absolutely sure all of the cookie information has come into your hands and you've placed every girl's order. This can be undone. Should that happen to you, that you accidentally click that, you should talk to your service unit cookie chair to help you with that. So here all of the girls' numbers have been put in, and it's ready to click Submit. Click Submit, and this is what you see. Initial order submission, okay. Yay, you're done. You've put all of your cookies in. You click OK, you're done. That's locked. Nothing can be done. Perhaps if you made a mistake, you can talk to your service unit cookie chair. If you have something you really need to have altered, talk to the cookie chair or perhaps counsel, because there is a point where the cookie chair in the service unit is also locked out. This says here, as you see, please go to your delivery tab to specify your delivery options. We are not ready for the delivery yet. So this is a generic box that comes up. We are not, in Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson, we are not ready for you to choose your delivery times. You will get an email saying it's time to choose your delivery times. We don't have a delivery schedule set up yet. After you've finished your initial order, the next thing to go to is this Rewards tab, and you should click on Fill Out or View. And this will order the rewards for the initial order rewards for girls. So if girls sold 100 boxes or they sold 150 or 175 during this initial order period, they were selling through March 6th. As of that date, that was the end of the initial order period, girls who sold 100, 150, 175 have earned a special initial order reward, which showed in purple on the girls reward section of the girl order card. So here's where you could see what each girl earned. Ah, sorry. I thought I had a screen. My next screen was to see what each girl. I think I'm going to skip ahead because I think I have a screen that's out of order. I apologize. Okay, here's your initial reward order. So this is showing that Debbie got no rewards for initial order reward. Again, I'm talking about only the sales through March 6th. And Lisa's getting 3, Penny's getting 0. So one girl sold to those totals. Sorry, I'm jumping around by mistake. If you were to click on each girl, it would tell you what each girl earned. So that's helpful later on when you want to distribute things. I am going to go to the next slide, which I think is going to be Aurora, but I'm going to go back one. Let me just cover this, that many girls, we had lots of digital cookie sales. I just want to mention this because this is a question that we've been getting. If girls sold in digital cookie, the sales through March 6th are loading into eBuddy now. I mean, you've been seeing them as we went through the sale, but now it is, digital cookies kind of on hold for a minute. People can continue to order cookies, but on hold rewards-wise, because we're integrating the initial order in eBuddy sales with the digital cookie sales, and to make sure girls get what rewards they're entitled to for initial order rewards. So digital cookie is not going to update rewards-wise in eBuddy until about the week of March 21st. So you could see, as we've gone through the sale, that girls who made sales in digital cookie, if you looked in girl orders on the girl order tab, you could see kids who sold in digital cookie, and they're going to get rewards based on that. Another place you could see digital cookie results is in your sales report. People who sold, customers paid for their cookies, so on the sales report you'll see that there were payments made, and there will also be listed what cookies were purchased. So your troop has already, if you've participated in digital cookie, your troop has already made some payments to council because people paid for their cookies when they used their credit card, and your troop got credit for having made those payments. So any sales made after March 6th will count toward final rewards. Aurora, you want to talk about casing up, please?
Okay. When you have done your ordering, as you know, eBuddy rounds order into cases. A case is 12 boxes. And if the troop has under 12 boxes in their order, a case will be automatically ordered. So the troop is responsible for selling the additional cookies. So you have the option, if you do not want to get more than what you sold, you can always order a little bit less, and then you can come to any of your cupboards, and then you can purchase individual boxes. When you come to the cupboards, you don't have to purchase by the case. You can purchase by the box. Next. Okay, in eBuddy, you can see in the initial order, we have two columns. We have for the donations. We have the Operation Cookie Drop column, that is the one that shows all the way to your left on your screen in eBuddy. So as you know, those cookies will be straight going to Operation Cookie Drop. You will never see those cookies. Those are cookies that you will never touch, so you don't have to worry about where I'm going to storage those cookies. So that's a very easy way to donate cookies without having them in your house. So those are virtual cookies. If you want to get your boxes, you want to get physical boxes to donate, you have to use the column that it says GOC. That's the gift of caring. Those boxes you can donate to any of your pantries, churches, wherever you want to donate those cookies, or if you want to donate them to Operation Cookie Drop and bring them to the site, then you will use the GOC column because those are cookies that you're going to be getting. So to use your extras from your full cases to donate. Okay, so whenever you have extras, you can add them to the GOC column, and those you will be using for your donations. rewards. Initial order rewards are earned at 100. So, you know, for the 100, the girls will get the cookie cow nail set. For 150, the girls will get the Samoa ice cream bowls. Those are two very little bowls, very cute. And if they sell 175 boxes, they will get the projection light. eBuddy will figure out the rewards. You don't have to worry about that. You have to click on the rewards in the initial order, fill out, and submit.
Okay, I see we have a bunch of questions that some of them are quite easy to answer. Where can you get more cookies? Well, all of the, Rory, can you answer where can you get more cookies
Yes.
after this?
Okay, right now we are doing the March boot sales, so we are being able to give cookies only to troops that pre-ordered, that they are having their boot sales during the month of March. But then if you want to purchase a few extra boxes, that would be the goal getter phase, or if you're planning on doing another boot sale, you can come to any of our cupboards, that those cupboards will be open April 6th. So that's the way that you can come and purchase extra cookies. The girls can start selling goal getters now, and they can keep selling until we open the cupboard. Then they can come and pick up their cookies.
Someone else has asked about OpDrop, where the donations are entered. I would like to go in a little bit to a live troop and show you a couple of the questions that are here so you can see it in someone's actual order. Someone else wanted to know where you can see the digital cookie sales in your troop besides the sales report. You can see it on the Girl Order tab. You can see it on transactions too, Aurora? We'll look in eBuddy. Okay. Yes. But I think live eBuddy will help us to see that also.
Correct.
So there are cupboards in every regional office. Check the girlscoutshh.org website for times. Like Aurora said, they won't be opening until April 6th or so. There are some other cupboards beyond regional offices, and you'll be able to find where those are on the website when it's closer to when you would want to be picking up some cookies to fill your goal getters, or maybe you rounded down and you need a few more boxes. So someone's asking, if we want to round down to not have too many extra boxes left over, do we reduce a girl's order to reflect that? Rory, you want to take that? Or
no, you can.
Okay. Yes. So actually, we have a screen about rounding down. We didn't go through that, right?
No, we didn't.
I think I may have skipped that one. Let me just go back to that screen. Oh, no, you talked about it already. Okay, so if you want to round down, yes, you would have to reduce a girl's order to reflect that. So if you were going to do that, what I would do is when I put all of the girls' orders in and I see what everything totals up to, I would print out that. eBuddy gives you the option right there to print out your original order. You're not submitting it. You're going to see how it all adds up. At the very bottom of the screen, you can see, let me see if I can go to eBuddy. You can see what are your leftover boxes. I'm not having luck getting out of this. Let me try again. Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to go to a particular troop just to show you. I know this particular troop had some sales. on digital cookie, so I'm just going to show you that since I'm here. So one place we said, here's a girl order screen. This particular troop, the only thing here right now is a girl who is a very big digital cookie seller, and here's the sales that she has made in digital cookie and those payments. So that's one place that you see it. Aurora said you can see it on transactions. She's right. There are the cookies. This is digital order card and what orders the kids have made in the troop. And then, as I said, over in sales report, I can't see it on my screen for some other things. Let's see. In sales report, you can see, get it? You can see all of the payments made for the DOC, all of cookies shipped out for DOC. This particular troop has a lot of donated cookies, and that's 3 different screens you can see digital cookie sales. Okay, now let's see if we can look at a troop that has an order in. I'm going to have to click through a couple of ways here to see if we can come up with somebody quickly. Well, that's another kid with, nope, yeah, she has digital cookie sales. Aurora, do you have a troop that you know placed their order?
Why don't you go to Tarrytown and just click into troops?
Okay.
And then you will see who submitted the order. Mm-hmm. Go to troops.
Okay.
Yes, that's one. Mm-hmm. So now go to troops.
Yep. Okay. So, but that's not good. That probably isn't going to tell us exactly what we want to look at.
42?
Yep. But I think we're not going to see what happens with the odd boxes. But let's see. Okay. Well, this troop, you can see, has a few girls in here so far, and they have placed their order. Down here, we can see that they have 45 boxes ordered of trefoils. They have 3 boxes left over, and they have 5 Savannahs. So this line is what cookies are left from the cases that were ordered. These are unsold cookies, so we call these extras. So this troop has 38 extra boxes to sell. Now they may be planning to put them at a booth. That may be why they left them. Lots of troops know that they can sell cookies after the sale. Having a box of cookies, I particularly think, is easy to sell because you have a box of cookies. It's easier to sell the box of cookies than take an order and wait. It's satisfaction quite quickly. So this line here, other plus extras minus charity, that's actually a math problem, which I don't think we realize. Some people put boxes in this other line. That's what this word represents. Any cookies they've ordered there. Most people in our council don't use that line, but the number that you might order there appears here in yellow. So it takes other cookies ordered plus what extras are here, and it takes away whatever is in the G of C column, the gift of caring column. People use this gift of caring column as a way to keep track of donations. So if you have donated boxes, put them in G of C as you're going through so that later you can decide whether you want to take the delivery of those cookies or put them in the virtual column, the op-drop column. If you put cookies in G of C, it does not order any cookies. It gives the girl credit for having sold the cookies, but it doesn't order cookies. We might be able to see that in another troop. But this is I say math problem. It's what cookies are left from the cases plus other minus gift of caring needs. So they don't have any gift of caring needs here, so they have 38 boxes left over. Just going to click through and see if there are a couple of other troops here, because we saw there were other troops here that placed their order. Okay, this troop had leftover cookies from cases, very minimal leftover cookies, and they did have 3 boxes to be donated. So they're going to use 3 of the boxes that were left over, and they had 14 left over minus 3. They have 11 boxes that are unsold. So that's just a quick thing. Yes, you could reduce a girl's order so that you're not getting any extras. You just have to be very careful about rewards, because if a girl's entitled to get one of those initial order rewards, 100, 150, 175, you don't want to mess with her numbers, because she's counting on those rewards, and they are figured based on what the number is in eBuddy as far as what she has ordered. Okay, so I'm just going to look through a couple of the other questions. So you can enter initial rewards after submitting order. Yes, that's a good question, Jennifer. After you submit your initial order, after you've clicked that red button and you've submitted your order, you can go over to the rewards tab, and then you can fill out, and it's going to be filled out already. I'm just clicking through this troop, and you just click this green submit reward order. Simple. eBuddy has done the math for you. It's ordered the things. Why do my OpDrop cookies not show up as gift of caring earned? That doesn't sound right. If I submit the order, will OpDrop cookies convert to GFC so that my girls earn the GFC patch? If you've got cookies in OpDrop, they should be getting a GFC patch if they've met. There is a number. Aurora, what's the number that you need to have donated to get a GFC patch?
1.
Okay, so if they sold 1 box, whether it appears in the GFC column or OpDrop, the girl earned that patch. Jennifer, you might want to contact us so we can look at your order. Where else do we see the girls' digital orders? Okay, we covered that.
Marianne, sorry to interrupt.
Yes?
Last year it was 1. This year we changed it to 5.
Okay.
I apologize.
Thank you.
To get the GOC, yes. I thought about it, and it's 5. Last year it was 1. This year it's 5.
Okay. And someone asked if she has to enter the patches. The only way she has to enter the patches is when right now, you should be at this phase, in this initial order phase, you're going to go to the rewards tab, and as I showed, you're going to fill out and just click that green submit that's down here. Way later in the sale, in May, you'll be submitting your patches as your rewards, but it will be your final rewards. So down here is final rewards, and later in May, when you're totally done, when you've done your goal getter, you've done your booth sale, you've done any extra boxes picked up, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna fill out, and then you're gonna submit. And here's the whole list of what the girls have earned. And down below, again, is submit reward order. eBuddy sends that off, and then those patches go to the Service Unit Cookie Chair. Service Unit Cookie Chair distributes them out to troops. Someone asked if this will be emailed out or made downloadable. Yeah, we are recording this. If all goes well, we will have that available on the website, and we would be able to email it out to people. What's the final date for submitting initial order and initial rewards data? Aurora?
That is March 14th.
Thank you. Where are some Operation Cookie Drop sites? You want to talk about the Operation Cookie Drop Day, Aurora, on June 4th?
Yes. Okay, we are very excited. This is going to be probably our 13th, 14th, 12th. Thank you. 12th year that we have been doing Operation Cookie Drop. It's one of the greatest experience for the girls to come to a site to see so many boxes of cookies that we will be donating to the servicemen and ladies that have been, so working so hard for us. And we see how the girls are so excited because they they start writing cards for the soldiers, they do drawings, they write thank you notes, and for them it's a very, very nice experience too. They can upload the trucks. We have big, big, big boxes, and we concentrate all the cases into those big, big boxes, and those are the cases that go to Afghanistan and to other places, and the girls take pictures with the soldiers that are there helping us. So it's a great, great experience for the girls. So if you can bring your girl, if it's not as a troop, if you have your own daughter that has never been there, at least once you want them to come and participate in Operation Cookie Drop.
So that event there's one of those events. It's a big event on June 4th. It is at the Police Academy in Valhalla. People from all over the council come to that, and they tell us it's one of the favorite things because the kids can actually see giving physically cookies to people who are far away. So we have a couple more questions. It says, when you need a couple of extra boxes and don't want a full case, how does that count toward the number of boxes the girls ordered? When you need a couple of extra boxes and do not want a full case, how does that count toward the number of the box girls ordered? I'll cover something here right now. In this Girl Orders tab, here this troop has placed right here, you can see the initial order. This tab you would update all year. If you came back, you needed those 3 extra boxes and you went to a cupboard, you bought the cookies at the cupboard. I'll say you would have gone to this transactions tab and told us add a transaction here, and then you would, when you click that, it is open now. You can place your order for what boxes you plan to come in and pick up. So that's number 1 if you were coming to pick up boxes of cookies. After you got those boxes of cookies, you've probably reduced someone's order, and you want to make sure that the girl whose order, let's say it was Isabella, well, her order was decreased by 3 boxes. When you get those boxes, everybody will know you had boxes to assign to a girl, and you can click this and add more boxes to a girl. You click the girl's name. This is not open to do this now because we're not in that phase yet, but you click the girl's name and you can add the extra boxes that she sold and save, and there you go. That girl has now gotten back up to what she should have been. She's gotten all the cookies she's taken orders for, and now you've given her credit for that. Someone asked if we have instructions for how to do these things. Yes, on page 7 of the Troop Cookie Guide, you can find step-by-step instructions for everything. And let me also say that on the girlscoutshh.org website, we have the Troop Cookie Guide. So if you're at work, you're someplace that you're not next to your book, but you want to check something, on our Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson website, if you go to you go to the cookie page, then go to Troop Cookie Chairs, which is a clickable on the left. When that opens, inside the body of that, you'll see in a color Troop Cookie Guide. You can click on that, and then that book is at your fingertips electronically. So we try to have things as close to where you would need them. And there you go. It's electronic and could be in your hand. Someone's asking about her March booth order. If she placed an order, she should check with the office that she expected to pick up cookies and see if her order was received and when she can pick them up. Because the orders have been delivered to the offices, and we should know if you have an order or not. This person says she saw numbers under others plus extras minus charity before she even entered anything. Where do those numbers come from? There shouldn't be any numbers there if you haven't done anything there yet. The only other thing I can think of is that you weren't in the same year you should be. Up at the top of the page here, this is a drop down and there may be other years showing. It should come to this, but some people, if their information is not current in eBuddy, they're only seeing this season. So do make sure that this says 2015-2016. Someone was asking about where can she get line by line information? Right here in quick links. I think I'm telling you the wrong place. Over here is a help. There is a manual. There's manuals in eBuddy up along here. When I go to the initial order tab, 2 of my girls are missing, but under the girls tab, they are all listed. Initial order tab, 2 of my girls are missing. Harila, you should contact us. That doesn't sound right. Please email your product sales manager, and I say on the back of the book you can see who your regional person is, or you can contact customer care at girlscoutshh.org. That is a mainstream. Contact us and we'll help figure out your problem. Customer care is a new department in Girl Scouts. It's been going for several weeks, and they should be able to solve some of our problems quickly. How do we give girls credit for the Toffee-tastic orders they took in the initial order? Can you answer that, Aurora?
We don't have as you can see in the order card, the gluten-free or Toffee-tastics are not listed, so that is not part of our initial order. The cookies will be arriving to your cupboard at the regional offices probably the first week in April, and those cookies will be considered goal getters. The girls will get incentives and the troops will get profit, but you have to come and pick up those cookies to your regional office. You can only order maximum a case of 12 boxes per troop. And if we have leftovers at the end, then you will be able to get more boxes if you need to.
Okay, and someone is asking about, she said that I've entered my initial order, but I haven't hit submit. I don't know if the GFC patch will show up for OpDrop once I hit submit. It does not show up any GOC patches right now for OpDrop. Yes, if you put cookies in OpDrop or in GFC, the girl earns the Gift of Caring patch. There is not an OpDrop patch. Either place is considered a donation, and that would earn a Gift of Caring patch.
If you want an OpDrop patch, you have to participate in the event to get an OpDrop patch.
Someone says she's got 2 new Girl Scouts who've joined the troop. Can they still sell cookies? Yes. And if so, do we enter that order in eBuddy or just go to a cupboard or get the cookies? I think that probably the best thing to do would be to go to the cupboard and get the cookies, because the cookies at the cupboard will be in around the same time that the deliveries are going out to the troops. And I think that you would be giving the girls enough time to sell so they don't feel like they were shortchanged on how long they could sell. And then you could go get the cupboard cookies, and that would be happening around the same time as the trucks are coming to the service units deliveries. Can you clarify about the GFC column? If it doesn't order them, how do we order the GFC boxes? That's a good question. Let me see if this order here has, actually someone made a suggestion. Let me see if it's something that we can show on hers. Okay, so she has here that she's got a few, she's got 204. Okay, I see, we don't see all the girls, so there's different donations there, but she has a lot in the virtual, because then those will go directly to the OpDrop collection site, and on June 4th those will be shipped out. But She has some here for in $195. She's got a big donation there, and she's got to order those cookies, because here you can see she's got 204 boxes as a donation, and when they use all of the extras, she still needs 159. What I would do with that is place the order here that she needs that many. I would figure out what the cases are. I'm not looking at that coming up immediately with a number for how many cases that is, but I would order cases on the other line and have them delivered so that she can deliver them. I know their donation is used at a particular event, so they need some cookies to be on hand, and that's why some of hers are in GFC and some of them are in OpDrop. Looks like I lost my questions. Sorry, just give me a second to see if I can retrieve those. Oh, I think, Aurora, while I try to figure that out, I think we'll put you back on the last few slides. You can talk about Goal Getter.
Okay, as we know, the sale is not over until May 11th. So there are a lot of girls that want to keep selling. And a lot of parents are not aware that the sale doesn't end with initial order. And we would like to encourage all the troop chairs or all the cookie chairs to encourage the parents that if they want to the girl wants to keep selling, they can still do it. And those cookies, as you know, they won't be coming on your initial order. You have to go to any of the offices, you or the parent, to pick up the cookies. And those can be picked up by single boxes. You do not need to get full cases. So that's also very convenient that if they want to keep selling, they don't have to, to get them by the cases. And cookies are available at cupboards from April 11th to May 11th. And you can place an order in eBuddy for pickup during this period, going into transactions, add a transaction, and then a screen will open and you will be giving the variety. The variety can be in cases. I mean the number, I'm sorry, of course by variety, but the number you can order, it can be by single boxes or by cases, and you can say when are you picking up and what cupboard you will be picking up, the date and the time. So at least we ask, if possible, that you pre-order your cookies 5 days before so you don't come to the cupboard and we are out of cookies. And if we are out of a variety when you are planning on ordering, it will be grayed out. So most likely we will always try to have cookies for you, but kind of at the end of the sale, we might be running out of varieties. So we want you to start ordering, soon, and picking up as soon as you can, so we don't run out of cookies.
Okay, we have a few cupboard questions. So I'm going to try and put a few of them together. Someone is saying, so if we don't include toffee in initial order, we pick them up at a cupboard? Yes, the toffee is a special, the gluten-free cookie, the Toffee-tastic, is a special order. It's not included in your initial order, but once you're coming to the council to pick up the cookies that are coming in, the Toffee-tastics in April, we will enter that you got that many more boxes, and you're going to go to that girl order tab that we showed before and allocate. Let's say you had 12 boxes and one girl sold 4, one girl sold 4, one girl sold 4. You can give each girl those 4 boxes by clicking on each girl's name, adding 4 more boxes to her sale. Just the same, someone asked about a new girl. If the new girl was only getting cookies, she's only picking up, or the troop is picking up for that new girl at the cupboard, her cookies are going to go in eBuddy. They're just not part of initial order. So when the troop places the order that they're going to come and get those cupboard cookies, when they pick them up, they will get a receipt and we will have in eBuddy that the troop picked up those cookies. The troop is responsible for allocating those. Any additional boxes that were picked up at the cupboard, that they go to any girls who are responsible for having sold those. We ask that you place your order in the Transactions tab, and we explain how to do that on page 6 for placing, it says procedure for regular booth sales. It also is for goal-getter orders on page 6 on the lower part of the page. That tells you what to do to place a later order. We ask that you do that because we sometimes run out of cookies, if you can believe it. We may have a room full of cookies one day and the next day 0. So if you give us heads up, we're asking you for 3 to 5 days ahead of time, then we can be sure we have your cookies and it's not a wasted trip for you. Someone asked if we would cover some things we already covered. Well, we did cover that, and we do have this as a recording. If all goes well, we should have this posted on the website tomorrow. If you are missing girls, someone's saying she's missing girls, we have been asking since January that if you're missing girls to please let us know. Please email customer care at girlscoutsh8.org with girls who are missing, because you can't place the order for the girl if her name isn't in there. Sometimes this helps us find that there are girls who aren't registered. You think the family registered the girl? They didn't. So we can put the girl in, but we are running out of time. So if there are girls missing, do get that updated ASAP, because Monday by midnight your order has to be in. Someone says, if your troop is having a booth sale, is there anything we need to do within eBuddy? Aurora, can you answer that, please? If the troop's having a booth sale, what do they need to do with eBuddy?
Right now for the March booth sale, basically we have the order already here, and we will be entering the orders for you. And we will be taking care of that. You basically only need to allocate those cookies after we submit initial orders, so you can get into girl orders, not before.
But if you're having a booth sale, you have to order the cookies ahead of time. And right now, if you're having a booth sale in March, it's not open. But later in our cookie season, when we're in the booth sale phase, the April-May phase, April 11th to May 11th, you can go in.
I think I explained that before about procedure for regular booth sales, that they run from April 8th to May 7th, about going to transactions and add transactions, and then the screen that pops up, it will give you date of pickup, varieties, and then you will decide where to pick up the cookies at what time. And as Marianne said, we will appreciate if you order in 3 to 5 days before you pick up.
And how about Cookie Locator? That's what I was getting to.
Marianne, do you want to talk about that?
Okay. If you put into your booth sales tab, if you go there and you click on My Sales, if you have arranged at a bagel store, a pizza store, hardware, Verizon, wherever you're making a booth sale, if you put the details of your booth sale in the My Sales section of the Booth Sales tab, you will get free advertising for your booth, because you're going to put in there where, when you're going to be there, and there is an app, a free app called the Cookie Locator, and if people put in their zip code and they've got the app, they can find your booth sale. So you want as much detail in there as you can to get the booth sale advertised. Also, while we're talking about booth sales, there will be later in the season mall booth sites that the council has arranged, and we will send out a message in eBuddy to tell you when the reservations open for that. We usually give you a few days notice, and if you're thinking you want to do that, make sure that you are on the site the day and time it opens, because many of those sites are gone in the first 10 minutes. I'm going to look at the few other questions here. What to do if we're missing girls? On page 7 of the troop book It tells you what to do if you're missing girls. And I'm saying to you to contact customer care at girlscoutshh.org. What's the best option with donated cookies when trying to round off cases? The best option is if you have extras and you have several donations in the G of C column, see how the G of C column figures with your extras. And we were showing earlier the bottom of your initial order page does some math for you. You should see if you have enough extras to meet your G of C needs. If you do, great, then those extra boxes you have, you can take and donate. If you have way more cookies in the G of C than you have leftover boxes, then you might want to think about taking some of those needed donated boxes and putting them in the virtual cookies, because then they will automatically go and you will never have to handle them. If you put cookies in the virtual cookie column, if you put cookies in the op-drop column, which is all the way to the right, that means you are telling Girl Scouts you are paying for a box of cookies that you will never see. You will be billed for those cookies because they are virtual. If you put cookies in the G of C column, those don't order any cookies. G of C column just helps you keep track of what donations you have. If you read across a girl, you will see that the girl's total includes her G of C cookies, but you have to be sure you've ordered cookies to meet those G of C needs. I think, and someone's asking about G of C. G of C is Gift of Caring. And when you're starting the cookie season, it's always a good idea to talk to the girls or families, depending on the ages of the girls, where the troop wants the cookies to go. I talked to someone today whose cookies go to the hospital, the Children's Hospital, and Ronald McDonald House. Some people donate to food pantries. Some have special hometown heroes they like to give to. Some meet in the church and they give it to the church pantry. So there are a lot of different places that people could decide that they want to give them. And Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson is not telling you you have to give it to a certain place. We just make it convenient to get cookies to our military through this fabulous Operation Cookie Drop program that we have, that a volunteer, Allison Bergman, spearheaded and does every year. That is a nice program that's in place for council, but it doesn't mean you have to do that. You can choose another location that you want the cookies to go to. Okay, I have a couple more questions, and I think we're going to just about round up or case up. When can you begin to place an order for Goal Getter orders using the Transactions tab? I think that will be ready around March 21st. So if you need to get some extra boxes in a cupboard, make sure you keep track of where your notations are so that you know what cookies you need to order in the Transactions tab. Someone says, if you reduce a girl's order to eliminate extra boxes, won't there be people who ordered who don't get what they wanted? Okay, yes, I answered this already, which is, if you reduce a girl's order so that you don't get extra boxes from casing up, you must go to a pantry and pick up what cookies you still need, because you're not going to not deliver. Girl Scouts are honest and fair. They're going to fill orders that they took. So you're going to go to a pantry to get extra cookies. As Aurora said, I said pantry, I meant cupboard. As Aurora said, the cupboards are open from April, what are the dates, Aurora?
11th to May 11th.
Okay, so you can pick up extra boxes there. When you go to the cupboard, do I have to pay right away? No, it will be part of the sweep. If you look in your book under Money Matters, there are dates there for when the cookie payments will be swept from your account in the automatic payment fashion. They do 50% of initial order the first time, and it's nearly a month after you got cookies delivered to you. And then there's one following that, and then there's a third. So we give you plenty of time to take care of the money. And I'll just say now, I trust all the troops who are listening tonight have troop bank accounts on file, because if they're not going to be able to order cookies. So hopefully troop leaders have already made that happen, and finance has something on file. I believe finance did a test. I know they did a test last week to see that all of the accounts that were on record are accurate and in place for ACH payments later in the season in May. Someone's asking also about the gluten-free. No, the gluten-free you don't have to pay when you pick up then. It's going to be part of that first sweep from the bank accounts. So when you get the gluten-frees, you pick them up, council will put in whatever boxes you picked up, and it will show that the troop got that many more boxes. Someone has to, 1, assign those boxes to the girl, and 2, know that there were additional boxes picked up, and that's going to be part of what council expects to be paid on the automatic payment. Aurora, you have anything you'd like to add?
No, I think that's it. And we really thank everybody for joining us tonight, so you can have a better understanding on our initial order. And don't forget, if you have any questions, I know we have been very busy and maybe we haven't been returning your calls and your emails as prompt as we want, but basically we're downstairs in the cupboards all day, but we're trying our best. Yes, in Pleasantville. But we're trying our we're like, but even if it's 1 or 2 days later, we are getting back to you. But if this is something urgent that cannot wait, don't forget to email customercare@girlscoutshh.org. Thank you again, and if that's all, we will just be talking to you very soon. We'll see you in our cupboards. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.